Hello, hello. Welcome to another Instagram live here at the Marketing Jersey. It is 3 o'clock where I'm at, 3 Pacific. I think it's around 5 p.m. in Mexico. Lots of different time zones if you're listening to us and watching us all over Latin America and Europe. Hello, hello, hello. We're going to have Anika Rodriguez join us, and we're going to go live with her. Let's see if we can get her in to start this great live. There we go.
Hi.
Hi, Anika.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good.
Yes. All right. Well, lots of people are joining in right now. Excited to have you on. This is the very first appearance here at the Marketing Jersey, here, since you are one of our new athletes that have joined in this year. So thank you for taking the time. You have a very busy schedule today.
I know.
You gotta, and you have to leave, you have to travel, but thank you for taking some time.
Yeah, of course. Anything for you guys.
So really quick, heartbreak getting out of that tournament, just to have to talk about it. But tell us your experience on this, the tournament, the competition. Everyone's raving about it. It's probably the best sport right now in anything that's going on worldwide of what's happening as far as competition, because this was it for NWSL. But before we get started in this, tell us a little bit and then about your experience with the tournament.
Yeah, I think the NWSL has done an incredible job, putting it all together and making sure that all the players are staying safe and that we're getting the proper testing done, and the facilities have been amazing. I have all good things to say about how the tournament was put on. And as far as my team goes, we've trained really hard for this, and I think it's been a really great environment to be in, and I've been pushed every single day to get better and do better and be better. It's been amazing, and I'm sad it's over. It's
sad it's over. At the same time, now you're on to the next on your next thing. My mind just starts wondering, during COVID time, were you a little bit hesitant when it's bringing teams together? The NWSL was the very first league to come together with sports. Everybody was watching that first game with what's happening with MLS and all the crazy things, the MLS bubble and all the problems. Did you feel any of that kind of got a little nervous coming together during this time?
I think the NWSL did a very good job of hearing our concerns and listening to the players and then finding answers to all the questions that we had. We had probably a Zoom call a week with the whole NWSL staff and the board and RPA. And so I think from start to finish, I've always felt pretty safe. Everyone in the bubble is being safe and taking every precaution. I feel like everyone understands the situation and how it is a big thing, and COVID is real, and it is very dangerous and very serious. And so we all have taken every single precaution that we have to make sure that we do get to play the sport, and that we're not putting our teammates at risk or our staff at risk, or even the people here at the facilities and the people who are in the hotel. We just wanted to do our part in all of that.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't realize it's not just 11 players and some coaching staff. It's everybody putting it together, and that's there. You could bring a lot of people together, and I think NWSL did an amazing job. It wasn't there any stories of outbreaks or people, telling the media how horrible they were taken. So just the tournament continues, but it's good to hear that, as far as the players, you guys felt safe and you focused on what was, the tournament and playing. So congratulations to NWSL there. Let's get to you, Anika. I know a lot of people are excited to find out a little bit more about you. When we broke the news that you're going to be part of the Marketing Jersey, we have a lot of requests of who is Anika? Even people in LA that have known, I know that name. it's something that's very exciting. So tell us a little bit about it. And we'll start from the very beginning, which when I talk to a lot of the players, like, tell us your journey of how now you're a professional soccer player. When did it start for you?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I wanted to play soccer for as long as possible. And I knew I probably from like when I was 7 years old, my sister and I would be like, we want to play soccer forever. And so to actually get to do that now has been literally a dream come true. So
yeah, that's it. Was it like, do you remember a time? I mean, a lot of people kind of reference I was watching TV or I was at the park, or it just, there's some people that just kind of go, I always remember a soccer ball on my feet and I don't remember the time. It just kind of grew up with me.
Yeah, I literally don't. My grandpa played for the Cuban national team, and so he was always watching soccer. He would talk to me about soccer. Then my dad played soccer too, so I think it's honestly just like in my blood. Like I woke up one day and I was like, well, here we go. Let's play soccer.
There you go. There you go. That's cool to hear. A lot of people are just like, yeah, at 8. I started at 8, but for you, it's kind of continuous and keep going. You're playing in, let's say, since you remember, youth team. When did you start playing, let's say, more of like competitiveness? At what age do you feel like, okay, this is something that's going to be going for the rest of my life?
Yeah, I joined my first club team when I was 7.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think my parents were approached by one of my first coaches. Her name is Trina Bozart, and she literally came up to them and was like, you need to put your daughter in club soccer. And they were like, what is that? And yeah, I mean, they kind of just like.
What was that?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What was the first club team?
It was Forest Soccer Club, and it no longer exists, which makes me so sad. But I guess now it would be the LA Galaxy girls team. So, yeah. But yeah, it was my first team. I was number 7 because I was 7 years old, and I honestly just stuck with number 7 for the rest of my life. So
there you go.
Yeah.
So now you're in your club team, your school. Obviously, high school is a big deal when it comes to soccer in the United States. You know, you continue to play club, you continue to play in high school soccer. And when did you decide, okay, it's time to keep going and decide to play for UCLA?
Yeah, I think when I was 13 years old, somewhere in there, like in middle school, I realized like, oh my gosh, I could actually go to college and play soccer and go to college and like try and go for free, because I have 2 other sisters and 2 brothers. So making sure that my parents didn't have to pay anything when I went to college was super important to me. So I knew I had to work really hard to get there and to do my best. So yeah, I committed to UCLA my sophomore year of high school.
Sophomore year of high school, committing to colleges. That's so cool to hear that. Hey, I think by sophomore year, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to go to college, but you're thinking about playing in college. You get to UCLA. I have to point out that your very first, I think, start was against Arizona State. I kind of look at some stats, or was it your first goal that you did? Something against my college, so I'm gonna throw it out there since we're both Pac-12. I am wearing my Arizona State hat, but I think there's either your first goal or I think it was your first start was Arizona State, and I'm like, okay, well, it's okay. But what's the one thing you really enjoy about playing college football?
I feel like it's just different, like the sense of family and like community, and especially at UCLA. I think I needed that personally because I came into college with a torn ACL, so I like needed people to like be there for me and help me get through that. So doing that and like having that team was amazing, and all the people there are amazing on the field and off the field. Like I've gotten to play with some of the best soccer players honestly in the world at the moment, and doing that day in and day out only made me better. Yeah,
no, I think the access of the high level of competition, you know, the fact that you're able to play day in, day out and train in great facilities and train with great coaches and great competition is, you know, it's the success of where you're at now and where you're going to be going. So that's great to hear. The big $1 million question, and might put you on the spot right here, is when the name was announced, Anika Rodriguez, a lot of the marketing jersey fans and a lot of people in Mexico started to, putting an eye towards who is Anika. They looked up to see, and they saw that you played in the obviously in U17s, I think U14s, U17s with the U.S. national team.
Mm-hmm.
Up a couple for some training camps. But the big question was, you have a chance to play for Mexico.
Yeah.
Will you decide to play for Mexico?
Yeah, I mean, my entire family and my extended family is Mexican and Cuban. And, I grew up learning about Mexico and the culture and visiting every summer. And, yeah, I mean, if the opportunity presented itself, I
Yes.
would 100% represent that country and my heritage and my family.
Great. And there's obviously some things that need to happen before that, right? There's got to be,
Yeah.
you told me already, like, hey, I'm going to get my Mexican passport soon, and the eligibility is there. So the next call up, you could be suiting up for Mexico if they give you if that call.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to my family a lot about it, and it's definitely something that it would be a privilege to, like, wear, that crest on my chest and to wear those countries and to represent Mexico. It would be one of the greatest honors of my life. So,
well, there you go. All right, if you're listening out there, hopefully we can see Anika with El Tri with the green jersey on. And speaking about that, and now that I have you on here, being from different cultures, multicultural, with your family being Mexican and Cuban and born in the U.S., a lot of people are, well, you already represented the U.S., but to you, it's all those countries are in your heart. So what, and you explained to me that playing for Mexico would be great, but it's not like your past is you're erase your past of playing for the U.S.
No, absolutely not. I mean, playing for the U.S. was amazing, and
Mm-hmm.
I was 17 years old, and I was born in America, and getting to hear the national anthem and have my hand over my heart and wear those colors was equally as great of an honor. And I mean, I am Mexican and American, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think there, at least for me, there isn't one or the other is better. I would be honored and privileged to represent either, because
Yes.
they're both who I am.
That's exactly right, and there's a lot of people that are like that, and I feel that there's maybe sometimes the oldest generation where it's like they saw the U.S. Derail Mexican football, and then it's kind of like no, but to you it's your identity, so that's good to see. Going into where you're going now, you're done with the NWSL.
Yep.
Trying to get you on a flight to the Netherlands during this COVID epidemic here in the U.S. That's not doing so well. Europe's kind of looking at the U.S. and everything that's happening. Like, what are you guys doing? So it's a lot of people don't understand. You need to get there to play. You have a tournament in France, but how excited are you to be with PSV? Like, did you ever imagine yourself playing in the Netherlands and specifically that team, or has always that been your goal?
I mean, I honestly, when Guillermo called me and asked if I would like to, if I'm interested in the opportunity, and I was like, oh my gosh, like PSV. I mean, you grow up watching them play on TV in the Champions League, and it was just like a name you heard in soccer, and I think the prestige of that club is top notch, and I am just like beyond excited to be able to have this opportunity and to really take advantage of it and to do my best for the club. So
that's good to hear. Well, I'm on the mission with you after the phone to try to get there. There's a lot that happens, so we are standing by to talk to teams, to embassies, so we can get you there. So please keep us informed on your Instagram on all the steps that you do.
Right? I for sure will.
Yeah. Insta stories, we're going to be looking to see where you're at, and you're finally get to PSV and then flying into the tournament, which I think you'll be playing Juventus. You'll be playing there's important games that are about to happen in your life.
I know. It's crazy. It honestly feels like, I got to Utah and now my life is like a little bit of a blur, but like in the best way possible. And I'm just like trying to soak every minute in and just really, enjoy it. So
So take lots of pictures so we can know. So we're part of that.
I will.
All right. We with everyone on the live, we do these quick questions, right?
Yes.
So the first comes into your head and just fire it off. They're fun questions. And then I'll ask a few ending questions and then we'll be done. Really quick, somebody said on the chat, would you like to play in Liga MX at some point in your professional career?
Actually, Guillermo and I have had this conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, my grandparents are big Liga fans.
Yeah.
And they definitely have their teams. And I'm not going to say who, but I know that they would be like ecstatic and over the moon if one day I wore their club jersey. So
all right.
Who knows? I'm not closing any doors.
The mystery is what teams that is, guys. So we're gonna have to do some digging of some pictures somewhere, and there's got to be some kind of evidence of some picture you took of some of your family members wearing America, Chivas, Cruz Azul, Pumas. See if she's smiling around there. No, okay, well, she won't. But all right. We will. We'll start with the questions. So be a lot. Okay, because I know you got to pack because we were packed. Hurry up and get home and then get on the flight. So we'll do this quickly. All right. Favorite food?
Mexican food.
Mexican food. Specifically, any type of Mexican?
I like ceviche.
Okay. All right. Favorite movie?
Probably the Avengers movies. I really like the whole series, so any of them, to be honest.
There you go. It's great movies. Favorite color?
Purple.
Purple. Don't hear that often. You know, it stays with the blues and the greens and the reds, but purple. Cool. Sweet or sour?
Sweet.
Okay. Would you rather be in the cold or in the hot?
In the hot. I'm from Southern California.
Yeah. Most everybody that's like, no, they would not want to live in the cold.
Yeah.
Any other sport as far as you would like to be interested in or that you played in or that you're really, really good at outside of soccer?
My sister and I actually grew up playing basketball and softball. So.
Softball.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Cool. Hidden talents?
I paint.
Okay.
I don't know.
What kind of painting?
Acrylic or watercolor.
Okay, cool. That's a perfect hidden talent. That's great. During this quarantine, everybody either binged some show or, couldn't leave. Was there a specific, series or show that you binged that you were watching? And you're like, yeah, I did this.
I actually restarted Grey's Anatomy from the beginning.
Wow. Grey's Anatomy from the beginning. Okay. Back when all the characters, there's not that much drama. I didn't go too crazy. It was good. It was actually
life was good in the beginning of Grey's.
Yes. Then Izzy went crazy. Like, believe me, I stopped. We can talk about the LSAT wires. We can talk about it, but we won't. All right. A song that's stuck in your head, or the last song that was stuck in your head?
Probably Blueberry Faygo.
Okay. I have no idea. Who said?
I want to say it's by. Actually, I'll let you know. I don't know. I can't remember who it's by. It's like really popular right now, but we've been listening to it a lot in the locker room.
All right, it's probably like TikTok, and
it is TikTok. It's for
sure. It is, right? I don't know the lyrics, and I don't know the who sings it, but I know the song, so I'm pretty sure I know it because I'm on TikTok all the time. But okay. Are you a morning or a night person?
Night.
Waking up and
not a morning person.
You're like, shut up. Okay, cool. Is it if you do, or is the karaoke's on? Is there a song that you always go to?
If I'm gonna do karaoke, it's probably like old school Taylor Swift.
Old school Taylor Swift. All right, so country Taylor Swift.
Yeah, probably like Love Story
or
something.
It's a great song. All right.
It's a great song.
It's a good video.
It's old.
I'm like, it's like 10 years old, but okay. To you, it's old. All right. A very important question. What other position in soccer would you like to play in?
I would say probably center back. My sister plays it.
Yeah.
She enjoys it. She's also really good at it. And I just am not. So I think if I could play another position and be good at it, it would probably be somewhere on the back line.
All right, the coach is telling you, we need you somewhere else today. You're going to start. You pick. Center back?
Yeah, and would I do good?
I know that doesn't matter.
Yeah, probably like center back or
But definitely not goalie.
no.
No. Everyone I asked is always like no, but then, you know, I was asking Itzel last week and she's like, I love it. I don't know why people don't. It is. You got to really love that position.
I have mad respect for goalkeepers because I would not want to do their job.
All right. This is kind of a weird question, but it gets the funniest answers. And is there a favorite smell that you have, or, you know, and I'll give you some examples, like wet dirt. Someone said, like, you know, plastic, gasoline. Like, is there anything that you're like, I don't know why I enjoy this smell?
I don't know. Probably nothing like that. I do like the smell of like wet paint.
Okay. See? And I'm going to add that to the following people and be like, these people are weird asking that. So you don't feel like it's weird, but it is. So wet paint, everybody. That is Anika. Cool. Like that paint thinner. Man, that's definitely out there. But we'll do that. As far as quarantines, and that was like the fast questions, but really quick.
Yeah.
As far as quarantine, is there anything that you kept that you learned about yourself during this time of not going out and staying inside? You're like, hey, I kind of enjoy this. That you're going to keep going.
Kind of like longer runs. I didn't really like them before. I don't really like running, which is odd because I play soccer. But during quarantine, it was like
you have like I got to go there, I got to play here, I got to defend here. When you're running, it's not like, okay, what am I doing, right? Let people enjoy it.
But like when you're stuck inside all day, or like you have to stay inside, it's like it was nice to go on like a longer run and just like clear your mind, and also like I was by myself and my family is very loud and crazy, so it was nice.
All right, so it's good to have that time to think outside, and you're doing okay. Yeah. These last questions are all about the marketing jersey. We are ecstatic that we're here, that the fact that I'm able to talk to you and help you get to where you're at, and all of us from Guillermo to Oscar to everybody in the team, you know, we're always attentive of what you're doing and want to be a part of that process. And you're one of the newest, you know, members of TMJ. You know, why did you pick TMJ? What sets us apart? And, you know, what advice do you give to anybody that's looking for an agency?
Yeah, so I actually played club with Jocelyn.
She's hilarious.
I know. I love her. So I called her randomly one day and I was like, hey, like, how do you like your agency? Like, I'm looking for an agent. And all she had were great things to say. And she's like, you would love them. Just talk to them on the phone and then you'll be done. Like, it'll be good for you. And I was like, okay, sweet. Like, sure, I'll give them a call. And then I started talking to you guys and I was like, oh my gosh, this is literally perfect. Like, everything that I wanted in an agent, like being like having a personal relationship with them, and then, you know, like them being able to put me in places that are going to help me achieve my dreams. And, you know, I think the Mexican American point of view also is something I really wanted to have as far as within like supporting me and having that as part of like my agency. And so yeah, I mean, I was blown away by everything that I have learned about you guys and everything that I've seen. And I mean, Guillermo literally set up PSB for me probably a week after I signed. So like I have nothing but like amazing, incredible, good things to say. So if you're on the fence about it, you know, give me a call.
There you go, guys. If you're on the fence looking for an agency, well, we love working with players like you, and the talent that you bring into the agency. And it makes me, you know, I work with digital, and me and you've already worked on some cool stuff. And you're like, do it. I don't like this. I like this. And that's the creativity that we have. And thank you for being a part of it. And see where we're going to go together, because we feel like we're right there next to you, pushing you along, literally trying to get you to places, because we got to get you. But we really, really thank you, Anika. Anything else you'd like to tell the fans, the viewers, your fans, your family, or anybody on who Anika is and this great question?
I mean, I think my Instagram is really an open book. I try to be as authentic as possible. So like if people wanted to get to know me, I think that's a great place to start. And yeah, I mean, I'm just really excited to like be a part of this and to get going.
All right. Well, there you have it, guys. If you're not following Anika, do it already. And you're definitely going to see, obviously, not only the professional athletes, but a piece of her. And the cool thing about seeing where she's going, and you can remember that, you know, she UCLA and then NWSL, and PSV, and who knows, hopefully the Mexican national team, and then maybe Liga MX, some kind of team in that we're trying to find out, but we'll do.
I'll let you guys dig for that one.
All right, we'll dig. Anika, thank you very much, and
yeah, thank you.
Safe flights, safe travel, and hopefully we can do one of these again while you're at PSV and you've already scored 15 goals, and it's like we can see how amazing it is that we're doing that. So we'll be with you, okay?
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right, bye guys. Bye everybody that joined. See you later.
Bye.